is originally, you're from the same place as the energy where this stuff comes from. And you want it. And that's why you bought that and I bought this. And we don't see it. It's silly. I bought this in Macy's. It was $40. What are you talking about? I had a coupon. I got it $4 off. What are you talking about? No, there's a purpose in this. There's a purpose in this. Rabbi Nachman is explaining that the energy is in this product, and that's why you like it, and that's why it gives you life, makes you feel good. Yes, madame.
Okay, now this is very different. That, you know, some people like
Madonna?
animals,
Yes.
and some rabbis say that it, like, if you see a dog after you do a mitzvah, it's like a bad sign or something.
Okay, but that's
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think that dogs have a high neshama.
Dogs are very hard, so that's why they're called kelev, like the heart. They're made up of 3 letters.
But there was this Rabbi Pinto, and he's
Right.
on it. He said there was a woman who went and she
Went to the
I think
mikveh?
she's the wife of some very famous tzaddik
Right.
from 200 years ago. She went to the mikveh in this freezing.
Yeah, you have to go back if you see a dog when a woman comes out of the mikveh. There's a few reasons. There were during the Noah's Ark. They were in the ark. God said no relations. Can't have relations, sexual relations. No animals and no people. Not have relations. What do you mean? Why not? Because the world is being destroyed. Everything's being destroyed. You can't have pleasure.
But the dog didn't
3 things didn't listen.
3 things what?
Didn't listen. So who cares what you said? I want to do it. No. In other words, a dog had sex with another dog.
But
So,
all the other animals.
3 things didn't listen. Everybody else listened. The dog didn't listen. The raven didn't listen. And one of the sons of Noah. Ham. Right. And everyone was cursed.
The raven too, the same thing.
What?
You see the raven too. She sees
The raven. Right. So everything was cursed. Everybody was cursed. So the dog was cursed. It's always going to have a master. Always going to have a leash. But it was blessed for other things. The dogs got blessed for other stuff. The raven. One second. Let me finish. First we give the bad news, then we give the good news. Then it says when the raven's baby is born, it's born white, and the mother doesn't know what it is. It flips out. And the other one was the middle son of Noah. He says, "Oh, you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life. All your descendants will be slaves." That was the 3 curses. Now the dog was blessed for not barking at the Jews when they left Egypt. So God says, "Oh, you didn't bark at the Jews, and now I'm going to let food stay in your stomach for 3 days, and you're not going to get hungry." That's a blessing to the dog. Plus, I'm going to make you domesticated, and you're going to be very close with people. So dogs are beautiful.
Yes.
Dogs are great,
Yes.
right? So each thing has its stuff. This is old stuff. Everything's made up of good and bad and doubt. Everything has doubt.
There are a lot of stories where dogs save people's
100%, 1,000%. I'm just telling you that certain things you have to do over if a woman comes out of the
We were
mikveh.
all cursed because of Eve, but
They did
no.
sin too, right?
What's that?
Adam and Eve were sort of cursed for their sin, but they did many positive things after.
Yeah.
And did the raven get anything? Good.
The raven was sent out.
Oh.
Raven was sent out of the yard. Yeah, but then it came back, and they sent the dove. First the raven went out, and then the dove went out. Trying to catch me, right? Okay, so let's go on to the next level. So now, when Rabbi Nachman says, when you buy this, when you taste this drink, or you buy this pen, I feel good. I just bought a case for my flashlight. I have to have it. It's going to complete me. I have to have it. Rabbi Nachman says, why do I feel that way? Because when you get these things that you want, they become a complete entity and infuse the vitality of the entire body. I need that shadel. I need that lipstick. I need that watch. I'll have to have it for Shabbos. Why do you get the buzz? I'm not going to say because there's energy in everything. Or you want to smoke pot? Oh, so you're going to get a buzz, but you're going to get the bad buzz. You want to start taking drugs? Oh, so God forbid you're going to get hard things. You want to do bad things, so you're going to get bad things. So Rabbi Nachman is going to keep going now. Rabbi Nachman says, when a time comes for the sparks of holiness of a particular thing to attain rectification, this thing will find its way to the person who shares the same root, and so will come in his possession. We see this empirically when a certain object just catches our eye and we feel impelled to buy it, or when some object of which we have need breaks, we have to buy another one. I have to have it. If we broke a Bob Dylan record in the old days, I have to go buy that record. I have to have the record. It makes me feel good. Okay, so this is how Rabbi Nachman is explaining. Now, when you get this stuff, you feel great. Rabbi Nachman explains here that the person is actually, his soul is connecting to the sparks of this item, and now the highest level of awareness comes when you do business properly. When you're not a theft. When you do business properly. I had a customer today, and he wanted it overnight shipping. I said, you don't need it overnight because I can get it to you much cheaper another way. I didn't have to take the overnight shipping. It cost $40. I gave it to you half price if I could, because if I could, I could. So it explains, if you do stuff like that, if you do business properly, then that's the highest level of getting sparks back. It's the highest level. Something good. Hi, Julie. Thank you for having us.
Hi, all.
Thank you for having us.
Did you get your passport?
Yeah, it worked out. We're doing the 3G or 4G.
Well, no, because we now have a guest.
You don't, or you do? You have one now?
Yeah.
Okay, Peter, you want to give Julie a copy?
Okay.
How am I doing on the video? Okay, so let's get to the next level. Now watch, Rabbi Nachman is now going to throw a curveball. It's a very good picture. He's throwing strikes, curveball. When the person finally got this thing, Rabbi Nachman says, then, when this thing stays with you, you own it. Then the essence of that thing, the sparks in it and the letters associated with, they terminate, because now they found their place. Now they're in you. They're not in that thing anymore. Now you're getting vitality from this. Yeah, you feel good. You heard the music. You help someone. Feel good because you're getting the energy. You ever been around somebody, God forbid, that's really negative? That's scary. You know, I got to get away from this guy. This guy's bad news. Negative energy also is real, right? Does it exist? So if it's that real, then the good things have to be real too, right? That's Rabbi Nachman is explaining here about energy. Okay, we're on page 173. Now watch this. After this leaves his possession for someone else, the time has come for the remaining letters to have an ascent. Now this person all of a sudden had this shirt, and he says, you know what, I don't need this shirt. He asked, do you want this shirt, to his friend? Yeah, I'll have the shirt. He gives the shirt away to the person. That other person now was related to this product, to my shirt, because these are all made up of letters and light and energy. So many people have relations to other things that people own. That's why you give things away. A lot of times you give something, hey, you can have it.
But the sparks aren't in the shirt anymore.
All right, but the Rabbi Nachman says, let's check it out. Rabbi Nachman says, after this, it leaves his possession. After he took that thing, Rabbi Nachman says, the thing wakes up again. I don't know. After this leaves his possession for someone else, in other words, you had it and now you want to give it away.
You sell your house.
You sell your house, you sell your car, you used it, but it doesn't work with a wife. If a guy is married,
Can't sell your wife?
I didn't think of
Not
that.
in this country, huh?
Thinking that if a guy marries a woman and he divorces her and she marries someone else, he can't take her back. But he could take her back if she doesn't marry someone else. That's the halacha.
Even if she divorced the second guy.
When she marries someone else, she can never come back to him.
Even if she
Really?
Yeah. Once she never go back to a couple is married, they got
Hollywood,
divorced.
they do.
Yeah, I'm saying. And that's not allowed. Which couple? Which Hollywood couple did that? Definitely Elizabeth
Liz
Taylor and Richard Burton. Everybody knows that. Cleopatra and Anthony. Everybody.
He didn't play it.
What did he play?
I don't think, maybe,
Okay, so it doesn't work with second marriage, the same wife again and again. But Rabbi Nachman explained here that when you lend somebody something, or when you sell a car, you sell a house, you sell a radio, that reason why you're selling this product to this person is because this person is related to this item also in the energy sparks. So let's look. Okay, so watch the footnote 86 on page 173. The sparks of holiness in an object can share a root with any number of souls. Thus, once the sparks in an object common to one person's root have been rectified, the object is acquired for another person, so that the sparks common to this second person's root can also be rectified. Hence, Rabbi Nachman teaches that it is no accident when circumstances change and an object that has been in the possession of one family or a person for many years is sold to otherwise transferred to somebody else. This is so that the rectification of the object can proceed from level to level until all its shattered letters have been restored. Pretty heavy stuff. Okay, so let's keep going. So still, there are times when the thing returns to that person who had it originally. I want my car. I don't want the car. You want your car back? I'll take it back. I didn't like the automatic shift. I like manual shift. You want to buy the car back? I'll give it back to the same price. So Nachman says the reason why this happened is that the person, next level, since he did not possess the components of nefesh, ruach, and neshama that relate to the letters, he was unable to complete these letters until now. That these components of nefesh, ruach, neshama had become his. The guy that sold the car at that moment was on a low level. And then he sold the car. And then he had an awareness. He loves his wife more. He walks the dog, he lets the dog out in the morning. He doesn't let the dog suffer, he wakes up. He felt better about life, things got better. He doesn't hate people, things relax. Now the guy went to a new level. So now the person is new. Not the same person as before. A person can become new. So now the thing that he gave away wants to come back to him. Because he's not the same guy. Because his soul changed. Person's soul changed. How many guys, they go out with so many girls? They date. And then he takes this girl back from 3 years ago. You're dating her, I want to marry you. What was that about? It happens millions of times. The person changed, right?
Hated this girl, and then many years later, they married her.
Yeah.
No one ever could figure that out. I mean, they hated each other
Yeah, so people change.
that much, not just his life. Isn't that amazing?
People change.
Oh.
Through them, he is able to complete the remaining letters, which in the meanwhile had to remain with the other person. The person wasn't ready to take care of this thing. Wasn't ready. Now he changed. So now watch let's see here. So it's the basic thing of a human being. He has 3 levels: nefesh, ruach, and neshama. Nefesh is the lowest part of the soul. It's the body, the ruach, and neshama. So there's 3 levels. So the person, according to this, if he's not ready for something now, when he fixes it up, he'll be ready for it, and everything changes. Okay. So let's move.